Hello there. So today I'm gonna be reviewing this fountain pen from the company Jinhao. It's a Chinese company, guys, and this fountain pen is Jinhao 51. It's actually a Parker 51, means vintage Parker 51 fountain pen, a knockoff from the company Jinhao. They have these pens are really inexpensive fountain pens and really affordable. Comes in many different colors and variations. You can get these fountain pens in these transparent colors, like I have this one in green and I have this one in black transparent colors. Also there are colors available in transparent body are orange, red, blue. Then again you can get some solid colors in these 51 fountain pens, Jinhao 51. Then you will get some wooden body in this fountain pen. And then one other variation of this fountain pen is that Jinhao 51A, A for acrylic. So the body will be made of different acrylic resins, which are awesome in looks. So let's come review this fountain pen for today. It's a cartridge converter fountain pen, semi hooded fine nib fountain pen. Although this one is also a cartridge converter, but it's a number 5 size Jinhao stainless steel nib. So today what I will do, I will show you the parts of this fountain pen. I will do a writing sample with this one, because this one I don't have ink in it, because I will show you the nib up close, because it's generic number 5 size Jinhao nib, stainless steel nib, fine nib. I will do a writing sample with this one, and I will discuss with you about my likes and dislikes of this Jinhao 51 fountain pen. So let's get started. Now size comparison with my Pelikan Jazz Elegance and my Parker Frontier. As you can see, all the three pens are of similar size, so this is a decent size fountain pen. Colors available are red, blue, black, green, orange in transparent body like this one. Let me show you the green body as well. These are the blue, green and black transparent body. In wooden body you will get few various colors in wooden body, and in 51A, Jinhao 51A, that is acrylic resin, you will get few choices of colors in there, and those are much more beautiful in comparison to looks, in comparison to these transparent bodies, but those are a bit pricey, on the pricey side of the fountain pen, pricey side. So now let's find nibs are available in fine semi-hooded nib, and this one is number 5 size stainless steel Jinhao nib. I will show you both the nibs in just a moment. Next is that both are cartridge converter fountain pens, and if you so wish to eyedropper these fountain pens, then you can. I haven't tried it myself, but in future I might try to eyedropper these fountain pens. So now let's look at the parts of this fountain pen. Let me zoom out a little bit. As I've told you that this is the vintage Parker 51 style knockoff of a fountain pen. Over here you can see a jewel style metal finial on top of the cap. Now from that finial, the clip is held together with a screw inside of the cap at the bottom of the finial, and the over here Jinhao, which one is the right side, yeah, this one, Jinhao Chariot logo is engraved on the clip. The clip is that of a style of Namiki Empire style clip with a ball shape at the bottom of the clip, and the clip is very much function usable and sturdy to use. At the cap band over here it is written Jinhao, and at the back it is written Jinhao 51A. So over here it is written 51A because all the fountain pens of Jinhao 51 comes with this cap only, that is Jinhao 51A. You won't get any differentiation in 51 or 51A or 51 wooden body. All the caps are engraved with 51A. So this one is only Jinhao 51 fountain pens, but the cap will be engraved with Jinhao 51A. Now this is a slip-on cap, I will say, not a snap-on or snap-off cap, because over here inside, if I can show you properly, you can. So no, I can't show you, but there is a clutch mechanism which holds the fountain pen inside of the cap, and inside at the top over there I can see, but I can show you, is a plastic cap liner which prevents the nib from drying out. Now the cap pours securely and deeply, and which makes this fountain pen a pretty balanced fountain pen in hand, even for longer writing sessions. Now let's look at other parts of this fountain pen. As you can see, this is a semi hooded fine nib with plastic feet, not generic plastic feet, but for fine hooded nib. This type of feeds are used. It's an overall transparent body, as you can see. Now the grip section, this all over this portion of this fountain pen is grip section, so no matter where you hold or how you're gripping your fountain pen, it won't be a problem for this fountain pen, even for high grippers also, as this is a slip-on cap, so there are no threads at the body of this fountain pen, just only this plastic separator to separate the section and the barrel of this fountain pen. Now the barrels unscrews to reveal this converter, Jinhao converter. As you can see, I have almost written it dry, so not much ink is left. I hope the writing sample will be enough to empty this fountain pen of the leftover ink. Now if you so wish to, you can eyedropper this fountain pen, because there are no holes at the bottom of this barrel. So all you have to do is silicone grease this barrel threads over here, and you can possibly make this fountain pen an eyedropper compatible. I haven't tried it, but I will in future, and to see if it can be made eyedropper compatible. Now let's look at the writing sample of this fountain pen. Sorry, before that let me show you the number 5 size generic Jinhao number steel nib. This is the number 5 size Jinhao fine nib with generic plastic feed, so nothing fancier in this nib. Now let's look at the writing sample. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this is Jinhao. I will write Jinhao 51 because this one is Jinhao 51, or I will write this like this because Jinhao 51A is also available. So Jinhao 51 fountain pen, semi hooded fine nib, and the ink for today is Dayton bottle green. So as you can see, it's pretty like western style fine nib. Now let's look at some writing. As you can see, no skips, no hard starts, no nothing. Now for some fast writing sample. See, no issue at all. Now, though it's a fine nib, semi-hooded fine nib, you won't get much of wetness out of this nib. As you can see, though it's running low on ink, still you won't be able to get much wetness out of this nib. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. So that depends on the ink you're using, or how much you're using this fountain pen, or for how long you're using this fountain pen. Now there won't be any line variation with these nibs, because these are semi-hooded nibs and these are not meant to be flexed or to have any line variations in it. None to have. Now for some reverse writing. Yeah, very scratchy and feedbacky, and it's not at all usable for reverse writing. And the nib will keep up with reverse writing as long as you want to write with it, but it's so much scratchy that it's not recommended to use this fountain pen for upside down writing. So that's it for today's writing sample. Now let me discuss with you about my likes and dislikes of this Jinhao 51 fountain pen. So what do I like and what do I not like about this Jinhao 51 fountain pen? These are very inexpensive fountain pen, guys. Very cheap fountain pen, and are easily available in the market or in online retailers. The price ranges, as I've told you in the previous part of this video, this transparent body or the solid color bodies are available in between rupees 200 to 300. That is $2 to almost $3 US dollar. And the wooden body is a little bit higher in price. That is, it comes around 400 to 500 rupees. That is around $4.5 to $6. And the acrylic body of these fountain pens are available. That is a Jinhao 51A. Those are available at around 600 to 700 rupees. That is 7 to 8 US dollars. So depending on what variation you are buying, the price may vary. Another thing is that what I like about these fountain pens, these are good for beginner fountain pen. As a starter fountain pen, these are very cheap and inexpensive fountain pens. Those who want to try out their hands first time in their with fountain pens, they can definitely use this fountain pen. And because of the semi-hooded fine nibs, this fountain pen is suitable for all kind of papers, even in copier papers, cheap copier papers, or non fountain pen friendly papers. You can use this fountain pen on those papers as well. And because of the girth, the weight balance and the weight distribution of this fountain pen, it's very comfortable to write with this fountain pen for longer writing sessions as well. uh, as you have seen that all this portion is the grip section, so no matter where you hold this fountain pen, however your grip is for holding a fountain pen, this fountain pen is not uncomfortable to hold for longer writing sessions. Even this pen is well balanced with the cap posted at the back of the fountain pen, because the cap is metal, as I've told you. And for that metal cap, the weight distributions become more comfortable in this fountain pen. Another thing is that the clip is also very usable, as you can see, it is a very usable clip, and it secures the pen in any material you're keeping this fountain pen. It won't at least ruin that fabric or material with of that of your fountain pen carry case or shirt pocket. It won't ruin that. And the cap has inner plastic cap liner which prevents the nib from drying out. I have used this fountain pen a lot, though it's not very old fountain pen. Maybe 6 or 7 months back I bought this fountain pen, both these fountain pens, and I've been using this fountain pen for last 2 to 3 months, and I've kept this fountain pen unused for over a month or so, and it wrote first time whenever I uncap the fountain pen and write with it. It wrote first time. So the inner cap liner works perfectly fine. Also, it comes with a Jinhao cartridge, that is standard international Chinese international size cartridge. Converter. Also, Jinhao cartridges can be installed in this fountain pen. So it comes ready to be used fountain pen. If you have your ink bottles around you, you can instantly use this fountain pen with the converter that is provided in this fountain pen. Eyedropper compatibility is possible. I will say I haven't tried it as an eyedropper, but in future I might try to make this fountain pen an eyedropper. But if you wish to make this fountain pen as an eyedropper, you can do so. At least that's what I think. All you have to do is put some silicone grease at the barrel thread before eyedroppering this fountain pen, and because of the fine nib, it will last a long time to empty this fountain pen if you so wish to eyedropper this fountain pen. Next is that nibs are available in as you have seen, both the nib kinds are available. Type, that is semi-hooded fine nib, and also number 5 size Jinhao stainless steel nibs are available. You just have to look for it. It's not that there is a variation or so. If you think you're ordering from online, there might show you that that is the semi-hooded nib, but you might get number 5 size nib, or the vice versa can happen also. So you just have to be prepared for what you're getting. Yeah, nib consists both the nibs writes very well. You might need to adjust the nibs to your liking, but other than that, these nibs are very much comfortable and smooth writer. Next is that the capping is a snap off cap, but the clutch mechanism is inside. It does not snap to cap or snap to open, does not happen like that. It's just a clutch mechanism. So the inside of the cap there are some steel bands, metal steel plates which are bent over plates that holds the fountain pen on the grip section, and the clutch mechanism is also very good in capping this fountain pen. Now let's discuss about my dislikes of this fountain pen. One thing I will say is that these fountain pens, the semi-hooded ones at least, are very much harder to clean after use of this fountain pen, because not every fountain pen or not every semi-hooded nib of this fountain pen can be disassembled simply. I have almost tried I almost broke this fountain pen open in order to clean this fountain pen to get rid of all the ink residues in the grip section. As you can see, it's a semi-hooded nib, so the nib unit does not comes out, or it does not have a nib unit of itself. you have to unscrew this thread, or there is also a thread at this end of the grip section. You have to unscrew it, and I think this portion is glued on so that it does not come off easily while you want to ink the fountain pen with when you are trying to unscrew the barrel from the pen to ink the fountain pen. That's why, and I have put a lot of pressure in opening that grip section. I will do a disassembly line of this fountain pen, how to clean it. Over there you can see that how much harder it is. I won't suggest you to open that part of this that grip section. I will simply suggest you to use a bulb syringe, or just keep the converter inside of this fountain pen, and as you do while inking your fountain pen, just pulling off the plunger of the converter by twisting the knob, turning knob. You just do that and clean your fountain pen as much as possible. Or what you can do, another option is that you just fill up the fountain pen with clear water, like you're inking the fountain pen, just pulling the plunger up by twisting the ink converter, turning knob, and just give hard, obviously holding the pen tightly. You just do this, just yeah, is the what can I say, what is the term, it's just on top of my head. It's flick the fountain pen, right? Sorry, it's one of those days, I forgot the term. You just flick the fountain pen hard enough by holding the fountain, grabbing the fountain pen with your fingers tightly, and by that most of the ink will come out of this fountain pen. And next is that the nibs are not that much consistent in these fountain pens because of semi-fine hooded nibs. You might have to fine tune your nib. If you know how to do so, then you might have to fine tune your fountain pen, these nibs as well. Even not only these nibs, or number 5 size Jinhao nibs can also need fine tuning. So nibs are not that much consistent, not even in this fountain pen. Even when branded fountain pens, those are like collectible fountain pens, those also come with some nib problems. So prepare for that. If those branded companies and collectible fountain pens come with nib problems, then why these are only cheap and inexpensive Chinese fountain pens. So you ought to expect that they might come with some problem in their nibs. So that's pretty much it for today. Hope this video was useful, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.